Moments like this are once in a lifetime.
An event as pure and joyful as anything you will find. It's over!
They've come so far for the chance to play on their field of dreams.
And a backflip for the ages.
Williamsport awaits.
Another hit, her fourth.
Ready to make memories.
It's gone!
That will last forever.
This game is over!
Oh, what a fantastic week of games we have had in the Midwest region. Now it's time to crown a champion and send a team to Williamsport and the Little League World Series, which starts on Wednesday. Tonight, it's the gang from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and the kids from Webb City, Missouri. There are 10 U.S. regions broken down this way, including the Midwest, and we started with 8 teams. But now just South Dakota and Missouri remain. Iowa was the last team eliminated yesterday by the kids from Sioux Falls. Here's a look at the brackets. These teams have met before, so that makes things even more interesting tonight. Again, winner will be in the championship against the team from Lake Mary, Florida, the Southeast Region champs, 7 o'clock Eastern Time on August 14th. Hi again, everybody. Great to have you with us. Clay Matvick and Chris Burke ready to call this ball game. These teams played 3 games ago, Berkey, and it was a 6-4 Missouri win. But there is much more on the line tonight.
Yeah, I mean, everything's on the line, right? A couple clubs trying to get back to Williamsport. South Dakota went just a couple years ago. Webb City, it's been about a decade or so. So a ton on the line. This is what these kids have been playing their whole summer for. Going to be so much fun to watch it all unfold.
Let's go back to Wednesday and show you how the game unfolded between these two. South Dakota was down for the lion's share of the game early on, but they tied it up in the top of the 5th. They scored 2 runs to make it 3 apiece, but Missouri scored 3 in the bottom of the 5th, and they would hold on to win it 6-4 in that game on Wednesday. And Missouri, I mean, the pitching has been good. The defense has been spectacular, and we'll see what happens tonight. Missouri is going to have a very good pitcher on the mound tonight, the manager's son. Creed Shoemake will toe the rubber.
Yeah, he's had a couple outings here in this Midwest regional. It's been a little bit up and down. His last one was really good against Iowa, so they're hoping they get that version of Creed Shoemake, the southpaw, trying to pitch his manager, which is also his old man, to Williamsport.
As for South Dakota, the kids from Sioux Falls, offense early on in this tournament was kind of their calling card. But yesterday, pitching was outstanding, and they had 2 guys really stand tall, Henry and Summer. And we're going to see Summer get the start here tonight.
Yeah, Griff Summer was fantastic coming in of relief of this man right here, Ryan Henry, who absolutely put on a show. Looked like a young Clayton Kershaw yesterday. Fastballs up and the big bender down. It was a combo that the boys from Iowa just could not figure out. An incredible performance. And then Summer came in and just slammed the door shut, an inning and a third scoreless. And he was efficient enough with his pitch count to be able to pitch here again this evening.
Yeah, there's Ryan Henry. 5 2/3 yesterday. He's going to be holding down first base. And Griff Summer, who, like Chris alluded to, just 21 pitches yesterday. That was so important that allowed him to be eligible to start here tonight. So there you have it. These kids, their dream all summer to get to Williamsport. Now just 6 innings away, perhaps. The winner will be in the Little League World Series next week. South Dakota, Missouri coming up. Back in Whitestown, Indiana. We've been such a great host this week for the Midwest region. And we're down to the championship game. South Dakota and Missouri ready to go. Sioux Falls is the largest city in the state of South Dakota. And Sioux Falls, state champs for the 4th straight year, looking for a 3rd trip to Williamsport. Sioux Falls went in 17 and then again in 2021 when Gavin Weir, that great young pitcher, lit the world on fire. There you see the manager, Nick Corton. Pretty good athlete back in the day. Great running back at the University of Sioux Falls. In fact, the NAIA National Player of the Year. And his offensive coordinator there at USF, none other than Kalen DeBoer, who's going to be in his first year as the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. They're still pretty tight, too. So here's his batting order. Cody Beitler is going to be leading it off again, the shortstop, followed by Kinnick Noble. Ryan Henry, who was pitching yesterday, he'll be at first. Luke Fenton, Manny Corton, the manager's son. Borthrams, Cargan, Worth, Krieger, Summer, Reddy, and Kenyel Flores is going to round out the 12-man continuous batting order. And they're going to be facing Creed Shoemake, making his third appearance and his second start. So here we go. Webb City in the light blue and Sioux Falls in the white uniforms with the royal blue trim. There is Shoemake. Hasn't pitched since Saturday against Iowa. So the lefty is well rested, Berkey.
Well rested. And again, first time out against Nebraska didn't go great, but sharpened up his last time on the bump versus Iowa. And boy, what a big spot here for the Southpaw in this one. Pitching with a chance to go to the Little League World Series.
Beitler slams it foul, so it's 1-2 to the leadoff man. He is 3 for 10 this week in the Midwest Regional. His brother Brecken was on that 21 team with Gavin Weir that went on to the Little League World Series, now hoping to make a name for himself in Williamsport. That got away. Creed Shoemake. 2-2. And another one up outside and gets to the backstop. Full count for Beitler and then Kinnick Noble, who's 4 for 9 in the tournament, standing on deck. Chase one upstairs, and Shoemake gets a strikeout for the first out of the game.
Boy, it's just one pitch to one hitter, but you love to retire the leadoff guy. Beitler goes climbing the ladder and comes up empty, and that should probably help settle Shoemake in.
Here's Noble now, who has done an admirable job behind the plate all week for Sioux Falls. Had a big base hit in that 3-run 7th yesterday against Iowa to get South Dakota to this point. Four for 9 with a couple of runs batted in. The 1-1 pitch. There's a breaking ball. And I think we've seen that a few times now. Berkey, he's still looking to snap that one off. Trying to find control of that off-speed curveball. This one hit well to left field. Hines going back. He'll catch it on the run. George Hines got a really good jump on that ball, Chris.
Yeah, ball looked like it had extra bases written all over it. George Hines had other ideas. And this ball, which is smoked off the bat at Noble, ends up as an F7 in the scorebook after a nice play there by the Webb City left fielder.
Now here comes big Ryan Henry. Had the RBI hit by pitch in the 7th. It proved to be the game-winning run yesterday for South Dakota in their 7-inning extra inning win over Iowa. That was the lowest scoring game for South Dakota this week, Berkey. I mean, early on in this tournament, they were just dominating teams. 11-1 over North Dakota last Friday. Shut out Minnesota 12-0. Lost to Missouri 6-4, and then the 3-0 win over Iowa.
Well, and as we watch Shoemake struggle to find his curveball, Clay, it gives you even a better appreciation for how good Ryan Henry was yesterday. I mean, the efficiency, the command, and then the sharpness to the breaking ball that he showed us yesterday is not what you see from 12-year-olds.
And another high pitch that Sioux Falls can't lay off. So 16 pitches needed to get through the first, but it's a 1-2-3 inning. Missouri coming up. So South Dakota goes 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Now Webb City, Missouri coming up for the first time in this Midwest final. Webb City, Missouri, looking for its third trip to the Little League World Series. Went in 2002 and 15. Webb City located in southwest Missouri, not that far from the Kansas border, about 13,000 people. Certainly have made the Webb City area proud with their performance this week. Here's the lineup for Cole Shoemake, the manager of this fine club. Max Woodmansey is going to lead it off again. George Hines, Jackson Moore, Beverland, Smith, Davis, Clore, Tier, Marshall. There's Creed Shoemake in the 10 spot, Mayberry, and Crooker. And Griff Summer, who we talked about before, is going to make his first start of the regional. What we've seen in relief has been outstanding.
Yeah, he's been terrific. So a couple appearances, 4 2/3, has still not walked a single batter, and he's had 7 strikeouts. And we talked about it. He's the one that shut the door yesterday to get them to this point. So he comes in here riding a lot of momentum.
FYI, the only pitchers for South Dakota who are unavailable to go tonight, Kinnick Noble, who's behind the plate, and Ryan Henry, who started yesterday and was brilliant. He's at first base. So here's Woodmansey. Max is 3 for 10 this week with a couple of runs batted in. His dad, Chad, is down in the first base coach's box. One of the assistants. 2-0 pitch to Max. Swung out and missed. First strike for Griff Summer. There's Chad.
Good breaking ball right there by Griff, and the count draws to even. This is a scary leadoff guy to face. The only home run in this Missouri lineup comes from their leadoff hitter here, Woodmansey.
That's upstairs, so a full count. Called strike 3. You can see Summer with a little fist pump there. It was a tough out as Woodmansey worked the count full, but Summer wins the battle, gets his first out with a strikeout.
And both of these leadoff hitters go to a full count, and that pitch is just on the outside edge at the bottom. A beautiful pitcher's pitch to get the tough leadoff hitter Woodmansey.
This is George Hines, the left fielder, hitting .500 this week with a run batted in. Home plate umpire Dwight Stevens calls strike 1. 1-1 to Hines, who's very versatile. Infield, outfield, he can pitch as well. And now it's 1-2. Summer works fast, Chris. We've talked about this before. Yesterday, you know, when he got into a rhythm, it didn't take long between pitches.
No, I think one of the things I've been most impressed by a lot of these little league pitchers we've seen this week is just how quick they're able to work, and just not a lot going on, right? Give me a finger, I'm going to throw the pitch, and it's just a very innocent way to watch a youngster go about his business.
And on the hands, Krieger will flip to first, and Hines worked the count full, but he's going to be the second out, and that'll bring up Jackson Moore.
95, right fielder, Jackson
Cole Shoemake, the manager, is down in the third base coach's box. 43-year-old professor. And his 3-hole hitter Moore takes a strike at the waist.
6 foot, $170, 12. And he has not gone deep here yet this week, just actually 1 for 7 with a few walks. But he is certainly a threat to leave the yard every time he comes up to bat.
Kind of makes you wonder what they're putting in the water down there in Webb City.
That's a big boy.
Here's the 0-2 from Summer, and Good check. Moore thought about offering at it, but he holds off.
Great take right there.
And called strike 3. The breaking ball fooled Moore. A couple of strikeouts in the inning for Summer. And we have the makings of a pitcher's duel here in this Midwest Championship game.
No doubt. Kurt Summer picking up where he left off yesterday. A breaker.
ESPN Sunday Night Baseball presented by Capital One. We've got a good one. The Mets at the Mariners, 7 Eastern Time. ESPN, ESPN Deportes, StatCast, ESPN2. You're not going to want to miss it. Clay Knapp and Chris Burke in this Midwest Final in Little League Baseball. And South Dakota ready to come to the plate for the second inning. By the way, Berkey, a little trivia for the folks watching.
Okay.
What South Dakota native holds the record for most major league games played? Ruminate on that for a bit, and we'll get back to it. From the state of South Dakota.
Was Maris from South Dakota?
No, North Dakota. Good guess.
North Dakota. Okay.
This is Luke Fenton for Sioux Falls. Ball and a strike. Luke, 3 for 9 in the tournament. 3 runs batted in. He had that big 2-run double in the 7th yesterday to help put away Iowa.
Is this one of those like where you tell the audience to come back in the 5th and you'll tell them the answer, or like?
Yeah, that's how you hook them.
Okay.
That's how you get them to stick around and watch all the commercials, and then you and I can get paid. Creed Shoemake, a couple of strikeouts in the first. Here's the 3-1 ground ball to the second baseman, Clore. That is Drew Clore over at second. Fenton is out, and 4 straight retired by Shoemake to start this game.
Boy, making it look pretty easy, isn't he? No problem throwing strikes so far. Couple strikeouts, and looking, other than that little wiggle right there, looks to be very comfortable.
Here's Manny Corton, Nick's son, who we talked about at the top of the broadcast, the manager who had a great football playing career.
I'd like to see Manny on the gridiron. Something tells me Manny can put his foot in the ground and change directions as well.
Well, he sure can hit. He's got a pretty left-handed swing. In fact, leads the team with 6 hits this week. He's going to have a hitter's count here. There's Dad. Nick has to like the situation his boy is in right now. 3-0 pitch coming. And walked him. 4 straight out of the zone for Shoemake. First base runner for Sioux Falls.
Now batting number 1, August Worthern.
Here comes August Worthrams now as the Sioux Falls dugout. Inspired with the first base runner. Worthram swinging at the first pitch, trying to dump it into right field, and he does. Moore diving, can't come up with it. Moore hustles to the baseball. He's not going to get it into the infield in time. Coming all the way around to score is Corton, and it's 1-0 South Dakota.
Well, when you learn to play the corner outfield spots, one of the first things you are taught is don't dive for a ball down the line. And this is why, if you get greedy and try to make a highlight play and you don't come up with it, there is nobody behind you to back you up. As soon as that ball lands, it's off into no man's land, and you know Corton's going to score with ease as he's flying around the bases, and Sioux Falls strikes first.
RBI triple for Worthrams, the extra hitter. His 4th run batted in this week. And now Cargan swinging out of his shoes. Fouls it back. Devin Cargan, 5 for 11. Team high 5 runs batted in this week. And he's got the team's only home run. That came on Sunday against Minnesota. Look at it. Up and in. 2-1. And now 3-1 to Cargan, who was born with a heart condition. He's deaf in his left ear. But what an inspiration. And he doesn't let any of the physical impairments or any of the health issues he's had in his life slow him down. And he's going to take first base. Ball gets away, and it's going to be 2-0 South Dakota.
Clay, did he miss home plate?
Well, I don't know that the umpire saw it. I saw what you saw, but it looked like Dwight Stevens was not looking at home plate when he crossed. Well, actually, he was.
Do you think he stepped on it?
And when you slow it down like that, I think he did.
Wow, it'd be worth reviewing if I was Webb City.
Two 2-0 Sioux Falls. Man on, one out, and this is Sam Worth. Tall outfielder. He's in right today. 4 for 10 in the tournament. This is going to get to the backstop. Graham Davis plays the ricochet perfectly. And Cargan stays put at first base. Sam Worth has got his own YouTube channel. Popped up. Foul ground. First baseman Marshall gives it a look, but runs out of room. Two-two pitch. Swung out and missed. Shoemake with a nasty hook gets the second out.
Best one of the ball game right there. This was a big, slow bender. And as much break as there was, it was the deceleration of the baseball that had Worth way out in front.
Sully Krieger now. Krieger's been at shortstop. He's been at second base throughout this tournament. He's at second base tonight. 3 for 7 and a run batted in. Couple of walks bookending a RBI triple by Borthrams. 2-0 South Dakota. It's fouled straight back. And Berkey, we talked about the South Dakota offense. Coming into this game, every batter in the lineup had at least 2 hits this week. The only team in this regional who could say that.
Yeah, this lineup not only has some guys that can change the game there at the top and the middle, but they've got real depth. The guys starting here with Krieger, Reddy, both these guys have had 3 hits in this deal, hitting around 400, and there's another quality at bat.
Third walk of the inning for South Dakota, and Griff Summers going to get a chance with 2 on and 2 out. Summer trying to help himself, already staked to a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. And we're going to get a visit to the mound.
You're all right, buddy. We're good. We're good. Hey, we got to work ahead here, okay? Right? Those pitches just missing. They got to be close. They're there. Okay. Hey, we just got to make them better. You know what I mean? You got to get them across there. Hey, we got runners on first and second here. You got 2 outs. You got a short out at third. Just step on it, right? If it takes you that way, Max, you don't get on the base there. We'll get out there, right? Otherwise, we go to 1, okay? Hey, let's go. Fill it up. Go compete right here. Let's go win this one right here. Come on.
Cole coming out. Have a word with his son Creed and the rest of the infield. Now here's Griff Summer at the plate. His dad Riley in the first base coach's box. Another good-looking breaking ball from Shoemake. He is really starting to find that. It eluded him in the first inning at times, but he has dialed that in. There's Riley. That's inside, a ball and a strike.
That's tough right there. A beautiful pitch after a big slow curveball to start. A fastball on the inside edge just goes begging.
Pitch number 30 of the inning is a strike. And by the way, Berkey, the answer to that question, the great Dave Collins from Rapid City, South Dakota.
That was my next guess.
Fly ball. Yes, it sure was. But it got away from Moore. Looking up into the sky, can't find it. And now they've got a runner hung up. Oh, and they're going to call him safe at third.
Safe.
Krieger dives back into the bag. He is safe. But a run scores, and it's 3-0 South Dakota.
Well, it does look like there's some sun bearing down there on the right fielder Moore, and he gets caught drifting backwards. He comes up empty, but then the accurate throw to the plate looked like they got him at third.
That's Larry Babcock, third base umpire. I think this is going to go to review, Chris. Here's another look.
Now running for South Dakota at second base. Number 2, Sam Worth.
Well, I tell you, it's hard to see where the hand arrives and when the glove lands. Well, hard to see there, too. No review?
No review.
Wow.
Worth has come out to run at second base for Summer, the pitcher. Apparently they decided not to challenge. Maybe they thought it wasn't as close as they thought originally, because managers have unlimited successful challenges, but once you have 2 unsuccessful challenges, you lose the right to challenge, and it's early in this game, so maybe they didn't want to spend one.
Yeah, but down 3-0 with 2 runners in scoring position, I would have used one right there to try to get off the field. The throw definitely beat him. Now, we got 2 looks, and we couldn't tell. Who knows, maybe the call would have stood, but it certainly, to me, was worth a review.
Swung out and missed by Tate Reddy, the left fielder. It's now full count. Foul back. Yeah, this South Dakota lineup really racking up Shoemake's pitch count. Reddy, the 8th man to hit in this inning for Sioux Falls. Krieger at third, Worth at second. 2 outs, the 3-2 again. And that's called strike 3. So Shoemake gets Webb City off the field, but they're down 3 now, Berkey.
Augie Vortherms, though, he got it started. A little slice 9-iron down the right field line gets Sioux Falls going. They would add on a couple more. 3-0 South Dakota.
Well, the excitement of the World Series can be downloaded in the new Little League World Series app. Fans can view schedules, watch highlights, and plan their experience using the official Little League World Series app. Download today for Apple and Android devices. What a great complex in Whitestown, Indiana. Used exclusively for Little League baseball and softball. And South Dakota with a 3-0 lead on Webb City, Missouri, here in the Midwest Region Championship game. Missouri hits here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Beverland, Smith, and Davis, 4, 5, and 6 here for Webb City. Joel 3 for 6 with an RBI. Back up the middle. Diving is Beitler at short. He can't come up with it. First hit for Webb City, first base runner. And they're in business here in the 2nd.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you need after giving up a 3-spot in the top half. A breaking ball that just hovers around the middle of the strike zone gets ripped back up the box, and a leadoff knock here from Missouri.
Levi Smith, one of the extra hitters in this Missouri lineup, swings at the first pitch. He had a double against Iowa and drove in the game-winning run in that beautiful comeback against Davenport Southeast the other day. He's behind in the count, 0-2 here. That was on Saturday. They were down 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Came back to win it 3-2. Summers pitch to the first baseman, Henry. He can go to second for the easy one, and he does. Beverlin was kind of caught in between. I think he thought that was potentially going to be caught on the fly.
Yeah, not a whole lot the base runner can do right there.
So one out, here's Graham Davis. Davis has done a lot of the heavy lifting behind home plate as the team's catcher during this postseason run. He's caught almost every inning. And we were talking with Cole Shoemake and the coaching staff about how well he handles the pitching staff for Webb City. 2-1.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. I mean, you're a catcher first and then a hitter.
Didn't mean to out in front of home plate. Summer's going to go to second. Got him in time. Boy, Summer knew the clock was ticking to get that force at second. He's able to get the lead runner Smith, and there are 2 away.
I mean, you talk about a quick transition from the time that ball hit Summer's hand to the time it arrived at Beitler. I mean, look how quick he gets rid of this ball in an accurate throw right to the nose of Brody Beitler. Pretty impressive stuff there from Griff Summer.
And so many little leaguers, Berkey, and you've seen this before, make the mistake of trying to pick that ball up with their glove, and Summer did not make that mistake. Immediately went down with his throwing hand, and that is so key in a situation like that.
Yeah, when you don't have any time to give, and especially if that ball's barely moving, use your bare hand.
Your attention, please. Now running.
You get a courtesy runner over at first base for Davis. And Levi Smith will go back out to first base. 2 strikes here to Clore, and he goes down. Summer with a yell as he heads to the dugout, leading by 3. We have played 2 in Whitestone. Well, they have been dealing with a ton of rain in Greenville, North Carolina at the Little League Softball World Series, but they're working their way through it. They've got a lot of umbrellas up overhead, but they're getting it done. Pennsylvania and North Carolina from the United States still alive in the elimination bracket. Meanwhile, back here in Whitestown, Indiana, this is a Midwest region final between Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Webb City, Missouri. We're off to the 3rd inning in this 6-inning game. Kenyel Flores, 12-hole hitter, will lead it off for Sioux Falls, followed by Beitler and Noble, 1 and 2 in the lineup. Reed Shoemake has only thrown 3 first-pitch strikes in the 12 batters he's faced now. It's tough to pitch back in the count, Berkey, and that's what Shoemake has been dealing with at times.
Yeah, you really want to see him start getting ahead a little bit more. There you go. But this is just kind of who Shoemake has been here. It's been a little up and down, not only for the week, but even in this ball game.
Line drive base hit for Kenyel Flores, his 3rd hit of the regional. And we've talked about how deep this lineup is for South Dakota. 1 through 12. Guys can really swing it.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about last inning, and there's a perfect example. Kenyel Flores with a rocket into left field. And Sioux Falls scores 3 in the 2nd, and now the leadoff runner on here in the 3rd.
Here comes Cole Shoemake again.
We're going to go Max, all right? You're good. All right? Let's go. We're going to go to left field. Then get as close as you can, and then make your way out to left, all right? Okay. Okay.
Good job, Creed.
You good in left?
Good job, Creed.
Okay. All right, hey, we got runner on first here. Lead off coming up. Right? Here we go. Yeah. George!
So Max Woodmansey is going to come in as Webb City makes a pitching change. Back in a moment. Creed Shoemake out of the game as a pitcher anyway after 2+. He's going to stay in as the left fielder now. And Max Woodmansey will make his second relief appearance of the regional.
Woodmansey's been the guy. I mean, this is a dude that has 9 strikeouts in 4 1/3 innings. So giving him the ball is a very comfortable feeling here for Missouri.
Beitler, good punt. Throw gets up the line. Off the tarp in right field. And now runners at second and third, and nobody out for South Dakota as they're threatening again.
We're having interference here, Clay. They're going to call Beitler out at first base for being out of the runner's lane, it looks like.
Really? Yeah, that's it. Beitler is out. Tough break for South Dakota. And Flores has to go back to first. And that's the home plate umpire, Dwight Stevens, explaining to Nick Corton what just happened.
Yeah, this is the call we talk about all the time, right? This is why I really believe 2 bases are going to be a real thing at some point. Because, yeah, he's clearly in fair territory. And, you know, the base is in fair territory. So, of course, the runner's going to be in fair territory. So, you know, 2 things can be true. It can be a bad rule, and Dwight Stevens can have gotten it right. But I think in college baseball, we're going to see this very soon where they're going to go to 2 bases in live play. We saw it last year experimentally at the SEC tournament. You see, he's clearly inside the runner's lane.
Yeah, Bodie Beitler didn't appear to do anything wrong, but by the rule, by the book, technically, I guess he's out. That's the call, runner's interference.
Yeah, that was going to be second and third, nobody out. Now it's going to be runner at first with 1 out. To me, this is the look. Look where he's at right there. That last step was clearly inside the base. Now, you know, I know the argument is he was going to beat it anyway, but I don't know that you can make that assumption.
Dwight Stevens wants to explain to Nick Corton what he just saw in review. So he is called out. So Beitler is retired first out of the 3rd inning. Flores, who would have been at third base, has to come back to first.
And it was a heck of a bunt, but it goes for naught.
Swung on into left field, base knock. Boy, and now that is a real big call because that would have been 2 runs, most likely. At least 1.
Absolutely. Noble stays hot here now, 5 for 11 in Whitestown.
First and second, 1 out. And Ryan Henry struck out swinging back in the 1st inning, hitting .400 in the regional. That spiked. It's going to get to the backstop. Runners are going to move up 60 feet.
Well, this game's got a chance to get away from Missouri here. If they don't dig in, Wood Mansing needs to start getting some swings and misses. Great pitch.
Two-one from Wood Mansing. Just off the plate, 3-1 to Henry, who was on last year's regional team for Sioux Falls as an 11-year-old. And draws the walk. So the bases are loaded for South Dakota. And that'll bring up Luke Fenton, who almost left the yard yesterday.
Third baseman, 17, Luke Fenton.
Luke's dad, Josh, is the commissioner of the Summit League, mid-major conference in the NCAA. Sioux Falls is the headquarters for the Summit. The 0-1 breaking ball in there for a strike to Fenton.
That's a couple of good breaking balls.
Grounded out to second. Yes, it was.
A couple good breaking balls to start this count.
See where the outfield is playing. The wind is pretty much blowing out to right field tonight. These are fences about 250 feet away from home plate. It takes a 225, I should say. It takes a pretty good poke to get it out of here.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen many. A couple this week.
Called strike three as Fenton is frozen there. That is out number 2.
Center fielder, number 3, Manny.
Boy, that was absolutely painted. And after a couple really good breaking balls early in that sequence, he finishes it off with the heater.
Big swing by Manny Corton, who walked and scored last inning. His brother Henrik was on the regional team a couple of years ago. That was a good pitch from Wood Mansing. Thought he had it, but it's a ball just off the plate, 2-1.
Corton feels like the right guy in the right spot here for Sioux Falls. It's going to be a tough out for Wood Mansing.
Chased it upstairs.
That's not the one he wants. That's a tough pitch to handle right there.
Struck him out. Boy, Wood Mansing absolutely needed that. He gets back-to-back strikeouts to escape the third. South Dakota leaves him loaded.
Little League World Series, year in and year out, this event makes us all smile. Big fella.
Still a lot of summer left. School doesn't start quite yet. And, you know, if you get to the Little League World Series, you can extend your summer. We're going to crown a champion here in the Midwest tonight. And then coming up later in San Bernardino, a champion will be crowned in the West. Swung on here by Tylan Tier of Webb City, Missouri. And he is going to be on, I believe. Yes, he made it. First base, infield single.
Well, it looks like a line drive in the scoreboard, Clay. A little sandwich out to shortstop. Falls for a base knock.
Gavin Marshall at the plate. As Webb City is down 3 runs in this game. Gavin's brother Peyton was on the 2018 Webb City regional team. Comebacker could be 2. Summer to second for one. Low throw. And Henry can't dig it up. We're going to get the force at second for the first out.
Yeah, that definitely could have been two. It just looked like Beitler didn't quite get the grip. And so because of that, Marshall finds his way aboard.
Left fielder 13, Creed Shoemake.
Creed Shoemake to the plate for the first time. He's going to show bunt. Pops it up. The catcher, Noble. And got the force at second again. Boy, South Dakota's defense has been spectacular in getting lead runners tonight.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, these are not easy plays. We saw Summer do it last inning, and now Noble here just come up and rip it with conviction to Beitler, keep the runner out of scoring position.
It's the fourth time they've been able to get the lead runner that way. Here's Baylor Mayberry, extra hitter. His brother McCoy was here in Whitestown last year as part of Webb City's regional run. Looking for his first hit of the tournament. And now time call. Lake Mary, Florida awaits the winner of this one in Williamsport. Fly ball. Going to drift out of play. Lake Mary, the champions of the Southeast region. And the winner of this game will be playing in prime time on that opening night of the Little League World Series. Struck him out. Mayberry goes down, and Summer has had a strikeout in every inning. He's looked good through three, and South Dakota leads it, going to the fourth. Hey, you can find Little League on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at the official handles at Little League. And don't forget to use hashtag LLWS. As for Chris Burke, you can just get a hold of him by dialing his phone. He's always there to answer. Berkey, when did you play Little League? What year was it? Was it
91, 92, St. Matthews Little League American All-Stars. We had two in our Little League.
In Louisville, Kentucky.
That's right, Louisville, Kentucky. Won the 91 state championship.
Borthrooms to short. And what a throw. That's how you get it done. Borthrooms quickly retired, one down.
Yeah, nice job there by Joel Beverlin.
Well, we may have another review.
Or not. We've had a couple we thought were going to go to review that didn't. Looks like no.
Nick Corton talks it over with Riley Summer, the first base coach. Just asked him. I think Summer talked him out of it. It was close, but I think the right call was made.
I think so, too.
So Beverlin with a nice play from short. Look out. Devin Cargan hits it to deep center field, but it's caught. Second out.
Right fielder, number 2, Sam Birch.
Devin Cargan, again, the only Sioux Falls player with a home run this week. He just missed that one, it appeared. Sam Worth comes up. He's 0 for 1. Struck out swinging in the second inning. So South Dakota scored 3 in the second, left the bases loaded in the third. And since Woodmansey has come in, he's kind of quieted these South Dakota bats down.
Yeah, he has. And, you know, we talked about it when he came in the game. This is a guy that 4 1/3 innings had 9 strikeouts so far here in this region. And so no surprise that he's been able to keep this South Dakota offense at bay.
3-1 pitch. Is this going to stay in play? It will not.
3-2
to Sam Worth. drive back up the middle base here. Boy, that's one of the best swings we've seen tonight that comes from Sam Worth in the 8-hole.
Yeah, this ball is smoked right here. A fastball up in the zone, and Sam Worth short to it and a rocket back into center field.
5th hit for Worth in this tournament. Look out in the back. Krieger takes it on the body. He took a free pass in the 2nd inning, hit by a pitch here in the 4th. 2 on with 2 out for South Dakota, and you hope that Krieger's okay.
Number 9, the pitcher, Chris Summer.
That one doesn't feel good. I don't know if it got the elbow or the tricep, but that is no fun.
You go talk to your pitcher if you'd like to.
We're going to take a look at Sully. He's been such a valuable part of this all-star run for Sioux Falls. Great middle infielder. He's been on base twice tonight now. It's imperative here that Missouri keeps South Dakota off the board, Chris. I mean, Missouri's down 3, and they get the first 2 outs of this inning. And if South Dakota can push another 1 or maybe more across, that would be devastating to Webb City's cause.
Yeah, they certainly, if you're Webb City, you got to get off the field right here. So, you know, Woodmansey's been rolling. It would not surprise me if he settles back in here and gets them back into the dugout.
1 ball and no strikes to Summer. Big swing. Summer lofted one out to right field back in the 2nd inning. It was dropped. Part of that 3-run 3rd, 2nd inning, I should say. And he's been solid on the mound tonight. 2-2.
Yeah, he's, you know, this is, you know, you don't get to this point in this tournament without having multiple guys that you can trust and lean on to give you quality pitches and quality outings. Woodmansey's been one of the main cogs in the wheel here for this Webb City team. He's certainly answering the call here this evening.
Ground ball. It's going to get into left field. Past the 3rd baseman. Coming in to score is Worth. And now South Dakota's runners at 2nd and 3rd. As it's 4-0.
Griff Summer, help yourself, young man. This is a ball I thought George Hines could potentially make a play on. He gets to his backhand, and the glove just above that bouncer to the backside. And as it squeaks by Hines, South Dakota adds a 4th run.
First run batted in for Summer this week. That's his 3rd hit, so he's been on base twice. And South Dakota's lead now 4. As Tate Reddy slices one foul. Reddy is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That's a big run for Sioux Falls, as they're trying to punch a ticket to Williamsport for the first time since 2021, when Gavin Weir made headlines. That's a strike at the knees, and Woodmansey will get Webb City back in the dugout. But after 3.5, South Dakota in the driver's seat, leading 4-0. Back in Whitestown, Indiana, short car drive northwest of downtown Indianapolis. Griffin Summer has done a nice job. 3 innings on the mound for Sioux Falls, as Webb City, Missouri comes up down 4 now. They're going to send Crooker, Woodmansey, and Hines 12-1 and 2 to the plate here in the 4th. It's go time now for Mizzou. Drop down, Summer. Man, he is like a cat out there tonight, Berkey.
Yeah, I mean, just, I get it from Crooker. He can really run, and thinks he can drop it down soft enough to beat it out, but Summer is just, I mean, this kid's lightning quick with his feet and his release.
Back to the top of the order in Woodmansey. Struck out looking against Summer. Pitch count, really good shape, too, for Summer. As this is chopped toward the hole. Backhanded by Beitler. Strong throw. And what a play by Henry. Went up, got the catch, and came down with his foot on the bag. Now, Missouri's going to want to review, perhaps. But Beitler with a great play and a great play on the other end by his first baseman.
Yeah, you knew this one was going to be close because Woodmansey can really run. Beitler does all he can do. Put your foot in the ground and rip it. Did Henry stay on? No. And he doesn't beat him. Now, did he tag him? He doesn't beat him to the base. His foot certainly doesn't beat him to the base. Did he tag him? I was looking at the foot. That was clearly not an out. Let's see here if we got a tag. Great job by Henry to climb the ladder. No, that one's going to be overturned. Yeah, he leaves the base. There is no tag. Woodmansey arrives. That should go as a base hit, I would say, for Woodmansey. Henry really does a nice job of climbing the ladder to make that one close, but I don't see anything there that makes me think that this call will stand. How about you, Clay?
Yeah, and I can see why Alex Hufford, the first base umpire, made the call the way he did, because he was screened by the runner, and it looked like maybe Henry brought his glove down on the back of Woodmansey. But I agree with you. I think this is going to be overturned. And if it is, it'll be just the third hit for Webb City. Two of them haven't left the infield. Yep. One out base runner. Now George Hines will come up. Hines 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. Missouri trying to get something going, as Griff Summer has been dynamite, still not even halfway to his pitch total. Starters are given 85 pitches to work with. You can see that Summer's been working ahead all night. Breaking ball fouled off, 0-2. This is the meat now of the Webb City order, and there's a really good chance that if South Dakota can continue to collect outs, that this will be the last time you have to see these dangerous hitters.
Yeah, you're definitely starting to count outs here for South Dakota, and with George Hines, I'm not sure where that one missed, but you can see the exhale there. It feels like he got away with one for sure.
Not going to get away with that one. Swing and a miss. Strikeout from Summer, 2 down.
Yeah, the other thing to think about here, Clay, is Summer only has 7 outs left to get. As you see a fastball up and past Hines. 7 outs to get, and he's got 40 pitches to do it.
That was the 5th strikeout. This is Jackson Moore now. Moore started the game in right field. He's a 3-hole hitter, went down looking back in the first. The 1-1. When this guy takes batting practice, all the kids stop and watch. Hit pretty well to left, and it's going to get down for a base hit in front of Redding. Now runners at first and second with 2 out. Missouri making some noise in the 4th. Yeah, and at the very least, you're making Summer work a jam job
liner that falls into shallow left field. But as much as Summer's been cruising, or Webb City just an extended inning, even if you can't put one on the board here, at least brings his day a little closer to the end. But man, they'd love to punch one in here.
Joel Beverland as one of the 4 Missouri hits. 4 for 7 this week in the regional. By the way, he is the only Missouri player who is not available to pitch tonight. The 0-2 from Summer. Look out. No runs, 4 hits for Webb City. Threatening here with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball put in play. And the center fielder, Corton, hangs in there to get the 3rd out. Wow. You know, he made it look tougher maybe than it was, but he's enjoying himself. We'll say that much.
No doubt about it. I watched my man Manny. He kind of camps here for a second. Camp and then fall. I love it. Leave your feet. Make sure you get some grass stains, kid.
Three runs in the second, 1 in the 4th for South Dakota, leading Missouri 4-0 as we move to the 5th inning. There were 3 walks and an RBI triple. And pretty much did all the damage in that second inning for Sioux Falls. And an RBI base hit from Griff Summer in the 4th inning. I tell you, Webb City's been able to get a good relief performance from Maxwood Mancy as he has kind of slowed Sioux Falls offense down here the last couple of innings, but it's the offense for Webb City that needs to come alive, and now they're running out of outs.
Yeah, only 6 outs left and down by 4 with Summers' pitch count looking pretty good. It's a tall task right now, but one thing Webb City's shown us is they know how to play from behind.
No question. This is Kenyel Flores, who had a single his first time up. Fouls off that 0-2 pitch. Going back to what you were saying, Berkey, they came from 5 down to win the state title game, did Webb City, and won it in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, they scored 6 in the bottom of the 6th to win the state championship. And then 3 in the bottom of the 6th when they were down 2-0 to beat Iowa early here in the Midwest region. So it is bleak as it looks right now. This is a Missouri team that has literally been here before.
It's the show me state after all.
That's right.
They hang around, then they show you at the very end. This is Flores to right field. That's where Levi Smith is now. He makes the catch. Back to the top and Beitler. To center field, base knock. You know, Bodie Beitler is going to get hits. Yeah, he is always going to get at least one. Remember, he was called out on that review at first base. And, you know, I think that inspired him. And he rides this one right up the middle.
Yeah, just a really flat move through the zone. A liner into center, and the top of the order has it cooking here with 1 out and now a runner in scoring position.
Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand will be closing down on top items at the end of this inning. Thank you.
Now South Dakota threatening to add another one on. As Noble is up, he singled his last time to the plate. Hits this one to the hole on the left side. Beitler rounds third. He's going to be held there by Nick Corton. And now runners at the corners with 1 out.
Nick Noble now 6 for 12 here in Whitestown, having himself one heck of a regional. Base hit that finds green grass into the outfield, and with one out, South Dakota has him on the corners.
7th hit for Sioux Falls. And here's Ryan Henry. Throw to second. Tag in time. Got him. Noble is thrown out. Trying to take an extra base. Noble, telling the coaches that maybe this is something we should review, but I think he was out.
I agree. Just a really quick throw from Davis here to Woodmansey and a strike to second base, and I think he is out.
I'm going to look at him.
I didn't see anything there that would make me think anything different. Throws a touch high, but good quick tag there from Beverland, and I think that call is going to stand.
Yeah. This is probably our best angle right here.
Yeah, I think he's out.
The evidence has got to be overwhelming and indisputable, and I think it's just too close to overturn it. And so I agree with you. I think it's going to stand. So it's a South Dakota challenge. It's called out at second base. That would be the second out of the inning. Yeah, I just think this is going to be hard to overturn, Berkey.
Yeah, no, I think it's clearly the call in the field will stand. I'm surprised it's taken this long.
Said this last inning about Missouri that another run for South Dakota would be really, really tough pill to swallow for Webb City. They're threatening again here in the 5th. Yep, still out. So 2 down. And Henry at the plate with the runner at third. And the 1-0 pitch is down and in, 2-0. So South Dakota has one challenge remaining now. That's their first unsuccessful challenge.
We've seen some plays here in this ball game, Clay, that could have been challenged that weren't, and the ones that have been have stood, I believe. I don't think we've had. I guess we had the one play at first that was overturned.
Struck him out. Woodmansey again keeps Sioux Falls off the board, and Webb City is hanging around after 4.5.
Hanging around. They got them right where they want them. A Missouri team that feels very comfortable playing from behind. Do they have another run in them?
Williamsport, Pennsylvania is the center of the world. There is magic in the left arm of Gavin Weir. He knows how to put hitters away.
You see him snap it off. You see the movement.
He has struck out 10 batters in a row.
That is
15 of them in 5 2/3. Snaps it off to complete a no-hitter for Gavin Weir. His human dominance.
How about Gavin Weir in 2021, the last time Sioux Falls went to the Little League World Series? You and I watched him twirl a perfect game and a no-hitter in this regional. And then, of course, went on to throw another no-hitter and a combined no-hitter at the Little League World Series. He was outstanding there.
Outstanding. Yeah, it doesn't do it justice. It's like when people talk about people that say they were unhittable. I mean, the guy was literally unhittable. Nobody got a hit off of him. It was insane. And not just that, every out, almost every out, was a strikeout.
Levi Smith, Graham Davis, Drew Clore here in the 5th inning for Webb City. They need to get going. They're down to their last 6 outs. And Griff Summer still has a lot of pitches to work with, about 30, 29 now. Smith reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd. Fly ball, foul ground, right side. It's going to land in front of the target.
You know, it's funny, Clay, when you're watching a team play that has a history of comebacks, it's funny how you kind of just wait for it, right? This Missouri team, it's so much in their DNA. Hey, now.
Swung out and missed, and Smith goes down.
I don't think anybody told Griff Summer that this team has a knack for making comebacks. He looks totally unfazed.
Strikeout number 6 for Summer. Now he deals to Davis, who reached on fielder's choice in the 2nd. Here are those Missouri comeback wins. State title game here in the regionals against Iowa. Iowa was ready to stay undefeated and hand Missouri a loss. Missouri scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th to win it, 3-2. .30 pitch. Buries a fastball for a strike. Ground ball to the first baseman. There's Henry. 2 down.
Number 9, Drew Clore.
It's just been kind of ho-hum here for this team. I mean, they seem to be playing with a low heartbeat, keeping it very low maintenance at this point, and it certainly helps with a guy like Summer dealing the way he is.
Drew Clore, strikeout, his only time up. The South Dakota defense has just been remarkable. You know, not giving any outs away. I mean, making the routine plays, but then also sprinkling in some fantastic plays.
Well, we've been treated to some great defense all week long by both regions that we've called.
What a play by Henry, speaking of defense. How about these gloves? Well, the other team may be called Webb City, but the Webb Gems tonight belong to the South Dakota boys.
Boy, now just 3 outs away from taking Sioux Falls back to Williamsport. Ryan Henry, throw your body around, kid.
Midwest Region Final. South Dakota 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. No runs, 4 hits, and an error for Webb City, Missouri. As we move to the final inning. And it's Luke Fenton, the big third baseman, to lead it off. Big swing and a foul down the right field side. The only knock I would say, Berkey, on the Sioux Falls team is they have left 8 on base tonight. And with a team like Webb City and the DNA that they have in comebacks, Sioux Falls is hoping that doesn't come back to haunt them tonight.
Yeah, no, I think that's the storyline if they're not able to hold on. Now, it's looking pretty good right now, but you're right. The 4 runs is probably about the bottom number that they could have manufactured in this ball game.
Fenton is over 2. Max Woodmansey came on with nobody out in the 3rd inning. He has done a brilliant job in relief. Just 1 run given up since he came on. Ground ball to short, booted. Beverland's not going to have a play.
Tough chance right there. That ball's hit hard.
Number 3, center fielder, Danny Corton.
Little league distances, that thing gets on you in a heartbeat. Milton just kind of eats Beverland up.
There's Corton pushing it foul with the bunt. Manny Corton. A walk and a run scored in the second. That's when Sioux Falls jumped out to the 3-0 lead. And he struck out swinging in the third inning. First time facing Woodmansett. Got it down, and it's a beautiful bunt. No play. Manny Corton, his second time aboard.
That dude can handle the bat. And what I tell you, think he's got a little flair for the dramatic. He's working that crowd too as he gets it out in front, set that angle down the third base line, and no chance when he puts one right there. Just runs too good. Chip off the old block right there, Clay.
That's his 7th hit of the regional this week. That's a team high. South Dakota looking for insurance here in the 6th inning. This is August Borthrum's RBI triple in the second inning. And you can really point to that hit where South Dakota took control of this game.
No doubt. This was the guy that got it started. And, you know, you could argue that it was a tactical error by Jackson Moore. That being said, that's just a young man trying to make a play, and he came up just a touch short. Sioux Falls has not looked back.
Borthrums can't lay off the high heat. That's the first out. Here comes Cargan.
Kevin Cargan.
That's going to get to the backstop. You can see Davis kind of looking at his glove. He thought he had it. And so everyone moves up. Second and third one out. Base hit would be huge here for Cargan. Line drive, and it falls in. Base hit. 1 run is in. 2-run score, and it's 6-0 Sioux Falls.
Boy, the boys from Sioux Falls just pouring it on now. A breaking ball that ran right into the bat path of Devin Cargan, who leads this team in RBIs this week. Now, RBI 6 and 7 as South Dakota goes up a half dozen here in the top of the 6th.
That extra breathing room for Sioux Falls going into the bottom of the inning will be much appreciated, as Griff Summer will try to finish this thing off himself. Sam Worth, hard hit ball, but right at Cole. 2 down. Now Sully Krieger comes up. Krieger's been on twice, walked and hit by a pitch. Looking ahead, Berkey, to the Missouri 6th inning. It'll be Tylen Tier, Gavin Marshall, and Creed Shoemake. 8, 9, and 10. So the bottom part of this Missouri order.
Well, you can't ask for much more if you're South Dakota.
Sioux Falls starting to feel like they are the team of destiny here in 2024. And that's going to end the inning. Last chance for Webb City, Missouri.
Devin Cargan, the man who is right on time, leads this team in ribbies. South Dakota's got it rolling. They are feeling it right now.
Boy, South Dakota has done so many things well here tonight, but the pitching and defense has been exceptional. And how about Griff Summer, who got the start?
Yeah, the defense has held up. Griff Summer has just absolutely pounded the strike zone. And after finishing off the semifinal game, he came in here red hot and has not disappointed. Has been locked in from start to finish. No walks, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. And has a chance here with the pitch count to close this one out.
This is Tylen Tier to lead it off for Webb City. They need a bunch. Infield single back in the third for Tylen. South Dakota, only 3 errors the entire regional. And they have not allowed an unearned run this entire week. It goes back to last Friday. 2-1. Hit well. Going to be a tough play, and that's going to get down and run all the way to the base of the wall. Tylen Tier will hold up at second base with a lead-off double, and look out, here comes Webb City, Missouri, notorious for comebacks.
Yeah, and there it is, right on cue. The hardest hit ball of the ball game, a rocket into right center field off the bat of Tier. And a clean double to get it started here in the 6th.
Gavin Marshall jumps on the first pitch. Marshall, a fielder's choice. Ground ball. Backhanded Beitler. Good arm. Got him. And there is one down. Let's go to the studio and talk to Drew and Mike.
All right, Clay, coming up top of the hour, we got 2 of the best programs in the sport, Hawaii and California, Runes.
Evan Taveras, the left-hander for Hawaii, 14 punch-outs in 6 innings.
Southern California won the World Series last season, trying to get back there. Top of the hour, Clay.
All right, Drew, looking forward to it. Good to hear you guys. Doing a great job in studio. With Professor Mike Rooney, this is his second favorite time of the year. Omaha's his first. One out for Webb City. And Creed Shoemake at the plate. So now we're keeping an eye on that pitch count, Runes. Again, 85 is the limit for Summer. He's still got some wiggle room here, but he's crowding that 85 maximum.
Yeah, needs to finish this one off. Shoemake can reach. Then there's a pretty good chance we will see someone else here at some point.
Full count. Two on, 1 out, and Baylor Mayberry comes up.
Boy, the misses were very, very tight in that at-bat.
One of these comebacks, we've been talking about them throughout the game. Missouri known for it. There's a line drive, and that's a fair ball off of the glove of Henry. And everybody is safe, a run comes in. First hit of the regional for Baylor Mayberry, and it's a big one as Missouri's on the board.
Well, just a backside rocket here. Henry had a chance. I tell you, if he catches it, the game's over. If he catches it, the game is over. Creed Shoemaker's off the bag, and Henry just couldn't quite hold on as he pats his chest. And Looks like we will see another pitcher here. Unless there's an out recorded. No, that was 84, so this will be it here for Summer.
Crooker is 0 for 1. Puts it in play. And that's off the bag! Boy, Missouri is getting some luck here in the 6th inning. And now the bases are loaded and back to the top of the order.
Incredible. This team is incredible. You just can't count them out, and there's nothing Ryan Henry could do right there.
That's one heck of a ball game, kid. That's one heck of a ball game. Threw your guts out. Okay, Dev.
All we need is out.
Game's in your hand. Hey, all we need is outs. Filling up the zone, right? A lot of outside pitches in this leadoff here. Let's get a ground ball. Okay, get a ground ball. Let's get turn 2. Infielders. Bodie Beitler.
Griff Summer. What an outing. But now Devin Cargan will come in and try to get the final 2 outs for Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Cargan kind of has the closer reputation on this club. Has had the best offensive regional for this team. And you just watch here, Henry, maybe he could have gotten there before the ball got to the base, but that's just a tough play. Ball bounces right off the base and then into no man's land. Man, this Webb City team, they have a flair for the dramatic. Still 6-1, but you got the bases loaded with the guy in Woodmansey up to bat who can lead the yard. This thing could get real interesting here as the batting order flips.
Don't forget, Webb City had 3 in the 6th inning to walk off Iowa on Saturday. They need, a bunch here yet. I mean, we're still a ways away from, a walk-off situation, but this team is notorious for comebacks. Woodmansey 1 for 2. Popped up. Whiteler is calling for it. The shortstop has a big second out.
That ball's right down the middle, Clay. And Woodmansey took a mighty swat at it and just clipped the bottom. And now Sioux Falls 1 out away from heading back to Williamsport.
George Hines at the plate. Could end the ball game. To second, they got it. Sioux Falls is headed back to Williamsport for the 3rd time. Sioux Falls is going to the Little League World Series.
Pretty special stuff. Griff Summer was as solid as a rock in this ballgame. Just didn't give Missouri anything, any kind of breathing room. The defense was fantastic behind him. It got interesting late, but South Dakota was the worthy champion here in this one from start to finish.
Over North Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. 1 loss this week. It was to Missouri back on Wednesday. They lost despite 10 hits. Tonight, same kind of offense, but the pitching and defense really showed up tonight. And that, to me, Berkey, was the difference in this ballgame for South Dakota.
Yeah, I mean, it was pitching and defense. Time tested. And this team delivered when they needed to. And that dude right there, Griff Summer, you can't say enough about his poise on the mound. Just didn't blink.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of pressure on these 12-year-olds. They know what's at stake. They know how much time and money it is for the parents. And, to be on national television It's trying, and these guys really rose to the occasion all week, but especially tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you just never got the feel that this team was nervous or worried about the end result. They were just playing it pitch for pitch, and a kid like Griff Summer, I mean, what a confidence boost he is to the guys behind him by the way he works with pace and fills up the strike zone.
Here comes the banner. There it is, the Midwest champions for 2024, Sioux Falls Little League. Sioux Falls champions in this region for the first time since 2021. That was Josh Fenton there, raising a fist. Lou's dad. And they're going to open up the Little League World Series on Wednesday, August 14th, 7 o'clock Eastern time. The boys from South Dakota are going to be in prime time against Lake Mary, Florida, the Southeast region champs.
Well, they might have a few nerves that night, but you would never know it watching them play in this one. I mean, this was a Friday night primetime game as well, and they just never blinked throughout the course of it.
Boy, this is something these kids will never forget. Really got to tip your hat to Webb City, Missouri, though. They were undefeated until tonight. They beat Nebraska handily last Friday, a week ago tonight. Then beat Iowa in that come-from-behind thriller 3-2. And they scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th. And then beat South Dakota on Wednesday 6-4. Had some days to rest and get ready for this championship game, but just ran into a red-hot Griff Summer, who we hope to talk to in just a bit.
Yeah, congratulations to the team from Webb City. They were fantastic and gave us some drama there in the 6th. I mean, the score will ultimately show a 5-run deficit, but the game finishes with the bases loaded, and they got the top of the order back up there after the bottom of the order certainly made it interesting.
8 state titles in the last 9 years for Webb City, so they have nothing to hang their head about as they go back to Southwest Missouri. All right, let's talk about Griff Summer. The first start of the regional for Griff, and he was on top of his game from the start.
Yeah, you could just tell early that he was poised and ready for the moment. And Missouri was able to scratch off a few hits, but he worked around them. Not much trouble. 6 strikeouts, just the 1 walk. And here he is right here, Griff Summer. How's it feel to know you're going to the Little League World Series, buddy?
I mean, it's awesome. We've worked really hard for it, and every person on this team deserves to go.
Biggest start of your life, man. You looked awfully settled. How do you find such a calm in a big moment like that?
I stay up there. I remember just to throw strikes and do my thing.
Well, the offense was pretty good behind you today. What do you think was the key for you guys offensively to scratch across those runs early?
Yeah, we just jumped on them early. We scored those runs, which gave us momentum to do the rest.
Okay, now I got to know, what are you most excited about headed to the Little League World Series? Like, what are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to just having fun with my friends and winning, of course, but basically just to bond.
Griff, is there anybody you want to say hi to back in the Sioux Empire who might be watching tonight?
Yes, my grandma and grandpa, they came out here, I think, a couple days ago, and they had to go home.
Oh, Griff, congratulations, buddy. Enjoy Pennsylvania.
Thank you.
That is Griff Summer, the winning pitcher tonight. South Dakota, as they join this list of the teams that have punched a ticket to Williamsport. And coming up next, we will go out to San Bernardino, California, where the West champion will be crowned. So congratulations to this set of teams. And that list now includes Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Berkey, it was a lot of fun this week in Whitestone.
Yeah, good stuff, friend. Always fun, and congratulations to our champions from Sioux Falls.
6-1 the final, South Dakota over Webb City, Missouri. Coming up next, the West Championship. But first, we're going to head to the studio. Drew and Mike, as we look forward to Williamsport, which starts next week. So long, everybody.